everybody, welcome back to Nico Brothers. We're continuing our build on our Duramax. We actually got a phone call from the dealer. Our parts are here, so we're gonna head over to the dealership, pick up all the parts for our front end engine part, like basically the alternator, the water pump, the front case was smashed. So like I said, we got the engine transmission installed last time, and right now we're gonna replace our wire harness, replace all those front end parts, and yeah, hopefully run into a lot of other issues. Like I said, we still have our diesel tank. We gotta figure out what's going on. That's not really fitting properly, but hey, not a problem. Let's go check out our parts, get those over here, and see what we got. All right, guys, back from the dealership. Got all these parts. Man, definitely good news, bad news. They had most of the parts that we needed. A little more expensive than I thought. Some parts they said $250, went up to $500, but hey, for that computer, I kind of need it. So, dang, over $1,000 worth of parts right here just to go on the engine face right here. So, definitely took a hit, $1,000 hit, plus labor, which we do ourselves, so I guess that's not so bad, but yeah, there's a lot of work. Let's go ahead and open up our boxes and see exactly what we got and see what we can do with it. You don't want to have to watch me open up boxes, so a little camera magic. And just like that, parts are out. Let's see what's going on. So what do we have going on here? Check out this wire harness for the engine itself. That basically plugs into our computer that was messed up. It was just the plug that got messed up, but unfortunately got to replace the entire wire harness. But just in case there's some kind of clips are messed up or some connections are bad, we'll go ahead and replace it all. A lot easier to do now since the cab is off, so there'll be room around the engine, so that shouldn't be too bad. Got some housing brackets, some pulley brackets. I mean, the entire face cover right there we've got to replace. So man, we're gonna take the pulleys off. It's gonna be fun replacing this guy for sure, but we got that going on. And this was the part that was actually hard to get, the main computer itself. But yeah, it looks really nice, brand new. Hope it's just plug and play, but it might need some programming done to it. And then we also noticed our little reservoir tank was messed up too, so I went and got that ordered. But yeah, lots of parts. There's still so much work ahead because we still need to plug in all the parts and components from the wire harness, from our new frame to our other frame, and a lot of plug and play going on. So hopefully everything will just bolt on. It's gonna be nice and easy. But unfortunately, that's usually not the case for salvage title cars. There's usually some things you gotta modify and make work, but we'll get it done. We got all these clean title parts, so it should help. Hopefully it'll come all together. Alright guys, so looking at it, first thing I want to do is just get rid of all these extra pieces that are kind of making it harder to see what's going on. Just basically unfold it now that I'm inside my frame, and then I'll be able to tell what's going on. I'll probably start with the wire harness, since that's messed up. I mean, yeah, it's a couple pieces here and there, but it could be broken other spots, and then you're just gonna be running into so many issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swap the entire wire harness. Might as well. So let's go ahead and get that done first and move forward and see what we can do next. Man, looking at it, looks like a giant mess, big cluster of wires, plugs, but honestly, it's just you find something that's the same, one of the main plugs that you know it's already going, and you start from there. And after that, it actually falls into place. There's a specific spot it should go to, so it should just be plug and unplug and plug and play like they say, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and get that done. So this is my main yellow plug that I'm going to basically go off everything. This is the wire harness I'm replacing. And you can tell that it just comes over here. It's going to go right onto that little plug. Sorry, you can see it there. And after that, it just keeps going up and just keep following the process. Take off the old one, put on a new one. Easy as that. Unfortunately, this thing definitely goes back under there behind it. It's so much easier without the cab. I was able just to crawl back there, so I'll be able to go around from the side, from the top, which you could not do if you had all the parts there. So it's definitely easier to do this now before we get the cab back on there. Alrighty. Still a little tricky sometimes, but got a big old ground cable right there. We'll remove that, but we'll put the bolt back in its spot so you don't lose the hardware. Look at that, nice. Rusty all around, but the ground itself was good and clean. You can see that, kind of. But yeah, just keep on going, man. Some of these clips are challenging. You definitely don't want to break anything. There's always those little tabs, the safety lock, and they got to push down and stuff. If you never messed with the wire harness before, it's definitely frustrating at first. And they're always different. They don't like to pick one style. There's many different types of clips. It's very frustrating sometimes, but like I said, it's so much easier now that it's all exposed, because I remember sometimes being underneath the dash or something and we can't see anything, you're just trying to feel the clips. That is annoying. You could spend hours on a clip or two. So we're just moving right along over here. I actually just want to show you one of the clips I found. Most of them look really good, like I said, except for that main connector. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna replace the whole thing, what a waste. But we're finding hidden damage. So over here, one of the clips was messed up. Could probably work, but man, you did not want to deal with that later. Trying to hunt this guy down or something once everything's back together. So like I said, we're replacing the whole wire harness. Be safer that way. I know there's a little canister replacing here too, so just taking off the old. It's broken means broken, you know, don't try to make it work. Sometimes it's not worth it. So we're gonna replace it, get rid of all these things, just keep on going. Almost off. Some of them are hidden right underneath the covers. Probably have to get that off too. Man, looking at it deeper, yeah, this cover has to come off because that wire going back there is not short. Looking at my new one, there's that clip that was broken right there. As you can tell, it goes and branches off like a tree with big roots. Look at that. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of little ground cables, more clips. There's these little clips. Man, they're not fun to get off. And there's a lot of things going on over there. But hey, you can't give up. You can't stop. Let's keep going. We started, we're gonna finish it to the end. So what I just did on the driver's side, I have to do on the passenger side. Unfortunately, I have all this going on. Hopefully I could slide this cover off behind it without having to take apart everything else, because the more you take apart, eventually got to put it back together. More stuff you got to remember where it goes. But we'll see. Hopefully I can get to it without having to take that off. I don't know. Just try it. Alright guys, got the wire harness all taken off. It was pretty cool that the cover was 2 pieces and it came right off, and I was able to get to everything very easily. So there's all my wires for it. I was able to unbolt it. Yeah, moving right along. Not bad at all. I don't know if I'm getting used to it, but honestly, that was nice. Whoever engineered it did a great job. Props to them. Alright, out with the old and broken, messed up clips. Basically, the old wire harness is out, and here's my new one. I'm going to go ahead and install it while I'm still fresh and I remember what I did, and that way I could just plug it in nice and easy and slowly, one clip at a time, and just get it done. That way, if I put it down to the side, I'll probably forget where everything went, and I do not want to do that. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed. I still have stuff I have to take off here, but I think it'll be easier, it'll be on there if I need to take a clip off, or just take a clip off versus trying to figure it all out. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get installed. Probably be a good idea. get it done. And just like that, it all fell into place, plugged in, little clips, got it bolted. It's looking really good. Went around, get my cover back on, and that's nice. I like it when things just work as they're supposed to. It's so nice. Moving forward, let's get it complete. Alright guys, just like that, our wire harness is basically installed. I found all my connections, all my ground cables. I would rate it 7 out of 10 for easiness. That was actually really nice. Like I said, the cab's off, so it was really easy to just plug and play. Everything came off, nothing too complicated. I just really like the clean, brand new, basically, diesel engine. It was pretty good, easy to work with. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, guys. I still want to take it apart, but that's a whole nother process because I have parts to put on, but before I can put on more parts, I have to take this off. So I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna have enough time. But make sure you stay tuned. We will get this diesel engine put back together and hopefully running, but hard to do without the cab. But anyway, we'll get it done. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.